What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic Friday. The weekend is upon us. Let's go. Just got home from work. What a day. It turned out to be hot as hell out there. Then it was kind of cold. When I was like, welcome to Pennsylvania, but hope you're all having yourselves a great week. Hope you're ready for this week 5 matchup between the Eagles and the Broncos. Been keeping you up to date with everything you need to know. Last night we went over the top matchups. You had behind enemy lines on Tuesday where you got to know everything about the week 5 opponent, the Denver Broncos. And I've been keeping you up to date with all of these injuries. And, well, it's always all of those things, a culmination to Friday where you get that game status report, right? Who's questionable? Who's out? These are the things we come to know on Fridays. So that's what we're going to do here. And I appreciate you all taking the time, hitting that like button, sharing, subscribing, hyping these videos up, becoming channel members, all the things you do to support this place. Can't do it without you. So I thank you for it. And I hope you're all having a great start to your Friday, ready for this weekend, ready to go 5-0. But a little bit of news here. So Nakobe Dean, he shared on his Instagram earlier today, if you missed it, he is not coming off of the PUP list. We talked about it. Usually when these 21-day windows open, these guys can come off of it, but a lot of times they get eased back into it. Someone like Nakobe Dean, no rush here, so going to ease him back into it. And look, we've talked about this. What is his role here when he comes back? Are we going to use Campbell? Can we use Vaughn a little bit as well on the edge? These guys have done it. They can do it. And in Vic Fangio's defense, you got to be versatile. So we've talked about Nakobe Dean being on the field at the same time, all three of these guys. So not necessarily in a 4-3, all three of them off-ball linebackers, but, hey, maybe at times, it's a run situation. Why not? But also maybe someone like Nakobe Dean becomes a trade candidate. And I love Nakobe Dean, man. He was balling last year. And remember, most people wanted to get rid of him. We talked about staying patient with him, letting he and Vaughn work together. And they really were the best duo last year in the NFL. So it's going to be a good problem to have, but intrigued to see how this goes down. But let's take a look here at this here injury report. And we're going to start it off with the Eagles. If you guys have any thoughts on Nakobe Dean or anything else, love to hear it. But he is, again, out for this game because he did not come off the PUP list. But he was a full participant at practice today. So as you can see, all of the green in the Friday column there, that is what changed. So Goddard, full participant. Everybody full except Jihad Campbell, who was out today. He was not injured all week. It is a personal reason, and he is fine. He will play in this game. Again, the only person that will be out, Nakobe Dean, who is on the PUP list. So everyone else was a full participant, minus Campbell, and they will be good to go. So no changes here to the depth chart, and with everybody healthy, obviously. And in case you've missed this show in a while, Latu is here now, could be that fullback. We've got our tight ends here. All the receivers and the offensive linemen are good. Obviously, Dickerson, Lane Johnson, Steen probably going to be a little hampered there. So we'll hope, that Dickerson and these guys can just stay healthy and get healthy. Maybe let them rest for a week. God forbid, we lose a game. I know everyone in the world would be, losing their minds, but I don't care. I want these guys to be healthy all season. I don't want it to get to a point where they got to go on IR. So we'll see. But the defensive side of the ball, everyone healthy, ready to rock here. We'll see if Adoree Jackson takes his starting spot back or if Kaylee Ringo keeps it from him. So that's going to be something to watch. Obviously, with the edge guys here, we know Okoronkwo was just added to the IR. So we'll see if Ojulari is maybe active for once or if they just rock with the 4 they have there. We'll see. But that is the defense for you. And then the special teams here, everybody good to go there. Shipley back in action. See if Bigsby, maybe if they use Gibson, they just claimed him this past week, so we'll see if he gets used. And then the practice squad. So tomorrow was the practice squad elevations. I will let you know if any of these guys are elevated. They can elevate 2 of them, but like we talked about last week, we had signed all the guys we were elevating. So all those guys are on the active roster. Didn't need to elevate anyone, so we didn't. Now, this week, maybe they look to elevate an offensive lineman or, a receiver or corner. I don't know. Whatever they want to do, there are options, and you can see who the Eagles have there. Let me know how you feel. Who would you elevate for tomorrow's game? How do you feel about all of these injuries? Not just the guys that are out, but the guys that are still playing. Let me know how you feel. But now let's take a look at the Eagles' Week 5 opponent, the Denver Broncos. And they had some serious injuries going on, but looks like all is good for them as well, except for the fact that their fourth string tight end, Lucas Kroll, ended up with a foot injury. So did not practice today. He is out for this game, and they're talking about putting him on IR. So that is the only thing that just randomly popped up. Everybody else that was on the list this week was a full participant at practice. So Mims and Miners and everyone else is good to go for this game. The only person out, fourth string tight end, Lucas Kroll. So he will not be on these lists you see here. So let's take a look at these lists. And you can see, with the Broncos here, they've got Greenlaw and, a couple other pieces. Roach and Sanders are eligible to come off, but these are the guys you will not see on this depth chart. Now, Lucas Kroll, as you can see, the number 4 tight end, he is out. Everybody else healthy, ready to rock. Miners was dealing with that illness, but he is ready to rock and roll. Nate Atkins also is a little banged up. Mims a little banged up. All these guys will play on Sunday. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, had a couple of injuries here. We know Greenlaw's on IR, so that sucks. But Singleton was a little banged up, but perfectly fine. All these guys healthy, ready to rock and roll. And the same goes for their special teams department. And that's obviously Marvin Mims again. So great news for them. And then their practice squad, they can elevate 2 or none if they don't want at all. They got ex-Cowboy there, Deuce Vaughn. And then you've got a couple of other pieces here that you can choose from. But that's all I've got for you here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Your game status report for Week 5, Eagles versus Broncos. And let me know how you're feeling about this. When do you think Dean should come back? And when he does, what would you do with him? Would you trade him? Would you start him? Who are you benching? Who are you moving? What's your idea? Love to hear it. But again, all I have for you, if you got anything from this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. Share this bad boy, subscribe, hype this baby up, become a member, whatever it is you're doing out there. I can't thank you enough for that support. But have yourselves a great weekend. I'll talk to you tomorrow about the practice squad elevations. Going to try to make a Fan Friday tonight. If I can't, it'll be Sicko Saturday. Just a really crazy weekend. Just been really crazy as of late. So I love you guys. If you need anything, you can always reach out. Does not have to be about the birds. Always here for you guys as you are for me. But until next time, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, go Birds!